Hello everyone, Ariam here, and welcome back to another Dinosaur Days. Today we're going to be talking about the Ankylosaurus. I do apologize for the delay between episodes, but I got really sick and I am full swing into finals week right now, so I have a lot of video recordings done of me actually drawing the dinosaurs, but I don't every day feel like actually recording the audio, so I'm a little bit behind. But not to worry, we are back, and today we are covering the tank of the dinosaur world. This dinosaur existed in North America at the very end of the Cretaceous period, coexisting with infamous dinosaurs like Tyrannosaurus rex, and was also one of the species present during the extinction event caused by the massive asteroid. Now, I think looking at this dinosaur, you can kind of figure out that it did exist with massive apex predators like Tyrannosaurus rex. This thing is quite literally built like a tank. Ankylosaurus is short and stocky, covered in bony plates and osteoderms, and all those plates and some of the bones in its body were fused, making it very, very strong and armor-like. Probably the most famous thing about this dinosaur is that ball of bone at the very end of its tail, essentially forming a club that could be used for defensive purposes. Now, based on the spinal structure of these dinosaurs, it's unlikely that the tail of an Ankylosaurus had very much swing radius, probably not exceeding 45 degrees or so, but that was more than enough to really break some ankles. And I don't mean that figuratively. New estimates show that the strength of the club and the potential swing force from an Ankylosaurus could break the ankles of a Tyrannosaurus rex. Now, of course, you and I hear broken ankle, and for us, that's not something that's life-threatening, but imagine being a multi-ton predator with no access to medical care, obviously. A broken ankle for a T-Rex would eventually mean a slow and painful starvation. So, these low-to-the-ground, wide, generalist herbivores could have killed Tyrannosaurus rex, which I think is one of the reasons that a lot of herbivores need to stop being taken for granted. However, defense was likely not the only reason for these bony plates and tail club. While not specifically found in Ankylosaurus, another ankylosaurid, Zool, was found to have combat marks showing that different Zool animals were fighting each other. This is the first known evidence for interspecies combat between ankylosaurids, and it's believed to potentially be for mate selection purposes. Essentially, males may have fought one another for access to fertile females. Now, in terms of natural selection for different properties, mate selection and predation are two of the strongest pressures a species can face. So I do kind of wonder, what came first? Were these animals fighting each other for mate selection purposes and found that, hey, we can break T-Rex ankles now? Or did they evolve fighting against predation from larger predators and turned it into a sort of mate selection tool for stronger genetics against predation? I think that second option is a little bit more likely in my opinion, but honestly, who knows? Now, it's important to remember that there's a lot of variation between ankylosaurids. Ankylosaurus, compared to other animals, had smoother, rounder osteoderms on the back. There have been ankylosaurids with pointier, sharper, more spike-like osteoderms, with some spikes running down the base of the tail, which is not seen here. So if you're interested in the variation of these animals, make sure to look up some of the relatives as well. There's also a similar genus of animal, the nodosaurids, which had a similar body structure and osteoderms to ankylosaurids, but lacked mainly that tail club. That's all for today, so remember to smile.